feminine. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Let us see, let us see. Thank you, Spirit. Personal readings with me, all right, are available to be booked. You can find them over on my website. All right, we do 1 questions, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or even an hour, okay? Tailored readings. You can include a little bit of everything in there. Chat with heaven, connect with a loved one that's crossed over, okay? Let us see. Thank you, Spirit. All that information can be found in the description box beneath this video, the comments, and the chat section. Okay. We have challenges, admire. Okay. Oh. Connection. All right. I feel like no matter what challenges arise, no matter what you and this person go through, all right, they still admire you and they still recognize that there is this connection here between you. Okay, they don't dismiss it, they don't deny it, they're not rejecting you. I feel like they're just sorting through some things. Okay, it says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Correct. All right, so to think that you and your person are never going to go through anything, false. To think that you or them separately, individually, are not going to go through anything, incorrect again. You know, life happens. It's about how you get through those things. Okay, and so I feel like your person truly appreciates how you've been during this time. Okay, it says it's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner, how you are during the separation, even if they would like for you to be more present and you're not. This person senses your energy. Okay, some of you aren't present because you don't know all of what this person is going through. I feel like this could be someone that likes to keep a lot of things to themselves. You know, they suffer in silence, and then when they're done with everything, it's like, oh, this is what I was dealing with. This is what had happened when it had happened. Okay, it feels like that. All right, and again with this connection, a true soul connection, a true bond is everlasting. It's eternal. So whether you decide to be exclusive with the person as far as like a romantic relationship, or if this is somebody that you just love for the rest of your life and never ever be with, there's still that special bond, still that special connection. Okay, that's what they're saying. It says your connection is eternal and unbreakable. So it doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter what, doesn't matter how much time passes, etc. They're still connected. It's forever. Okay, what's back here? We have universe. The universe is guiding you to that special person. Allow everything to take its natural course. Okay, so the divine, the most high, God, okay, the great I am, is leading the two of you together. Yin and yang. Okay, like the yin and yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. So you could be completely different people, you know, from opposite walks of life and everything. Okay, but complementary souls nevertheless. Okay, whatever strengths and amazing qualities and traits, etc., that they have could be your weaknesses and vice versa. So it works out well. Okay, and we have labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. Okay, so some of you might say, well, it's this challenge and it's that challenge, and you know, some things are just way out of our control, and it's things that we can't do nothing about it. Blue, I'm frustrated, you know. But see, that's the thing. Sometimes we make a situation worse by trying to do something about it before it's time to do anything about it. So, or we make a situation worse by being anxious and by panicking. Okay, so think of like a shoelace that has a knot in it, right? The more anxious you become and the more you tug and pull on this knot, the worse it becomes. But when you take your time and you really try to figure out where the center is, like where's the nucleus of this knot, then you're able to work it out. So I feel like that, just like you can untie a knotted shoestring, you can find your way through this labyrinth. Okay, it's not the easiest, but it's not the hardest. You know what I mean? Like with some patience, with some faith, with some, you know, hope and dedication, child. Be a little patient. Be a little patient. You'll see your desired outcome. All right. But I feel like your person truly just wants to embrace you. They want to take you in their arms and hold you. It's because of all the love that's coming from this person. Okay. This is a lover. And they may not be like that with everybody, but they're like that with and for you. All right. You get this person open. If you're not dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is just a lover person, somebody who loves to love on you. All right, so let us see. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody that wants to stand up and fight for the connection or relationship they have with you. All right, despite the challenges. Okay. This person may be doing everything in their power to try to find their way back to you right now, feeling really, really lost. They feel like Spirit keeps guiding them back to you, you know. It's like, but there are all these 3D real-time things going on that may make it seem to me, them, or both of us like we can't be together, either right now or period. So why would we keep trying, Spirit? You know, like it's like somebody is getting frustrated a little bit, but then Spirit continues to guide them back to one another, or continues to guide them to you, or you to them, or whatever. Yeah, see, Nine of Swords is suffered in silence. I pick that energy up. Somebody keeps a lot of things to themselves, but there is incoming communication. Okay. You can expect a phone call within the next day or so. I'm picking that up really, really heavy. All right. Some of you speak to this person all the time. Others of you haven't heard from them in a few days up to a week. Some of you even longer than that. Okay. They've been going through this labyrinth, and it seemed like every time they tried to make the situation better, it got worse or something. All right. Okay. Two of Wands. All right. Two of Wands is choosing a path. I feel like you've always been the choice, beloved. I don't know who needed to hear that, but there you go. It's always been you. I feel like maybe this person has questioned or doubted if they were your choice, but you've always been theirs. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. They feel like this is a destined connection. Okay. They feel it in their gut. They feel it in their sacral chakra. All right. There's a lot of romance, a lot of passion, a lot of sensual energy here between you and this person. Ace of Pentacles, my engagement ring. Yeah, it's always been you. As far as this person is concerned, you know, this type of bond, this connection is irreplaceable. Okay. I could be with any person. There are so many people in the world, but it doesn't mean that any of those people are you. That the relationship is going to be the same, that the connection, the vibe, the energy, the whatever is going to be the same. Okay. It's not, because they're not you. So again, I just feel this energy here where you have always been and will always be their choice. Okay. We have the Strength card. Okay. So this is about healing. All right. It's about healing. Somebody's healing from something here. All right. Somebody's healing from something here. It feels like this separation has been having more of an effect on your person than you realize. Okay. It's been having more of an effect on this person than you realize. Okay. They're showing me the image of, especially because they keep showing me all these pentacles. They're showing me the image of, you know how you flip a coin? And it's like heads this option, tails that option. Well, they keep getting the same option. Okay? It keeps leading to you. It keeps pointing back to you. It keeps heading them in that direction. Sending them in that direction. So, you know, Fool card and the Seven of Wands, it's like they're being guided by Spirit to take a leap of faith and stand up for what it is that they really want, which is this beautiful connection and relationship with you. They want to fight for it. Okay, and honestly, that's how relationships last. You fight for them. And not just one of you, both of you. Okay. So to sit up and be like, oh, well, I'm the prize and I'm this and I'm that. So they don't add or contribute any value to your life, huh? Okay, but if you feel like a person contributes or adds value to your life and you admire them just as much as they admire you, and you're into the connection and appreciate it just as much as they do, and you feel like they're a blessing just like they feel you're a blessing, you'll fight for them also. It's not just a, oh, I'm a woman, I'm a female, you fight for me. Like, that's just not how it works. When you love somebody, you fight for them too. Man, woman, doesn't matter. Okay? They, however you choose to identify, when you love somebody, you fight for it. All right? So that's what I'm getting here. Okay? A lot of you have been keeping yourself in a protective bubble. This could be because you feel like every time you try, the situation gets worse. Like, you're just like, it's better off just untouched. Let me not say nothing. Let me not do nothing. It's that type of energy. Like that knotted shoelace. You know, I mean, I made it worse or something like that. So you keep yourself in a protective bubble. This could be you healing. Okay? I feel like you may be the only one that has capabilities of like taming the beast in this person or something. With that strength card. Like you get them to go from like this lion to like this little innocent precious baby lamb or something. Okay. But yeah, it's like if you've been in this bubble, you've been saying to yourself, they're being guided, take a leap of faith, you know, regardless of what something looks like. Come towards you, try it out again, because who has always been the choice? You see this wand here that they're holding? I feel like that's the same wand that they're going to come and tap on this with. The 6 other wands, 6 of wands represents overcoming obstacles and challenges. So it's, again, they're going to prove to you that these challenges are not enough to stop them from loving you, from wanting to be with you, from showing up, from fighting for this. The challenges are not going to make them stop. So again, this is somebody that really loves you. They're not giving up. They could, you know, they could have, but they are choosing not to. All right. I mean, if they were to, how much do they really care in the first place? I mean, all right. So we have 7 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles is about investing. So as far as this person is concerned, all they're thinking about is investing more time, more energy, more effort, giving more love. Like they're just determined to see this relationship develop into what God, Spirit, the Divine, the Most High has told them that it can be. All right, 2 of Swords. So again, regardless of how something looks, because there could be space and distance between the two of you right now, figuratively, you know, as in like this person could live right next door, but there's still some sort of space between the two of you, whether this is emotional distance. I don't really feel that, you know, mental. It's just some sort of space. It's something going on here where, because there's unspoken words, or because there's questions or doubts in some way, shape, form, or fashion, there's created some, you know, it's created some distance. So like they just want to give it their all, you know, that's what I'm getting here from this. They want to nurture it. They don't want to just plant the seeds. They want to nurture the garden. Okay, 2 of Swords, leading by faith, not by sight. And then see 8 of Pentacles. This is consistency. So not only will I be persistent to grab your attention and to get you to see that you've always been my choice. You are, you know, you have always been, you will always be my choice. But I will also be consistent and do everything that I need to do to show you that I'm serious. That I didn't just do this to get my foot in the door with you. I did this because this is truly what I want. And, you know, you should take care of the things that God blesses you with. So they want to nurture the garden of love that the two of you have. They want to continue to water it. They want to continue to fertilize it. You know, fertilize the soil. They don't want to see it just fade away, you know, fade into nothing. They don't think that'll ever really truly be possible, right? Because your connection is eternal and unbreakable. So even if we decide we don't want to be together, or we don't want to speak ever again, we still have this connection. All right. And I do feel like we're talking about a person that will find any way to speak to you in the event you didn't want to speak to them. You understand what I'm saying to you? I just saw the Six of Swords. That's that distance energy I've been picking up on. And the Seven of Swords, okay? Which is like plotting and strategizing, okay? So this person will find a way to talk to you, whether it's like, oh, call me, it's an emergency. Then you call them and it's like, whew, I just really wanted to hear your voice. And you like, I thought something was wrong, you know? Like, anytime you just wanted to hear my voice. What? You know, that type of thing. They're like, for real, call me, for real, it's important. You know, they might not say emergency because that's taking it too far, you know? You're like, it's important. And then you call, you're like, oh my God, what's going on? And I just wanted to hear your voice. You're like, you know, you play too much. You play way too much, okay? Here I am thinking I had to sock and bop somebody on behalf of my divine counterpart. And you talking about you just wanted to hear my voice. No. But I feel like it breaks their heart when the two of you are not speaking, not dealing with each other, not interacting the way that they would like. And it's their heart's desires to be with you. You know what I'm saying? It's their heart's desires to have you in their life in whichever way you choose to be. They're never going to ignore the feelings they have for you, though. So that's another thing. You know, like in the event that you say, oh, well, we'll just be acquaintances, we'll be associates, we'll be friends, we'll be buddy old pals, child. It doesn't matter who they with, who you with. They're always going to have those feelings, and they're always going to try to acknowledge them. They're always going to attempt to act on what they feel, you know. So just be mindful of that as well. All right, the Magician. So this is manifesting, okay? Someone is, obviously we know who the someone is, attempting to manifest you here, okay? Person is attempting to manifest you here. Again, the universe is fighting for our souls to be together. So let me go ahead and do my part. That's how I feel. It's like, look, the person is like, every time I try to leave, the universe keeps guiding me back in this direction. And it's not even a, I'm leaving because I feel like I don't love you, I don't want to be with you, etc. Right? I'm giving up. No. But it's more like these things that are outside of our control. If there's nothing I can do about those things, but there is something I can do about how I feel, then let me do something about that. I don't want to stand at a closed door and be banging my head up against it. I want to go to the door that Spirit has opened for me. It just so happened that this is the door. It's the same door. You understand? So it's like, what is it about this path? What is it about here that, you know what I mean? Spirit is trying to get me to see. You know how you can get to the same place going 15 different ways? That's what it feels like. Like, even if a person were to go 15 different ways, remember that labyrinth? You see how Spirit is like making it all connect in some way, shape, or fashion? Oh, connection. But that's what Spirit is saying. It's all connected. I'm thinking about the law of oneness. It's all connected. So if something truly is destined for you, if it's your destiny, and it says here too, you have shared past lives. We know that, right? Twin souls, we know that. So if something is your destiny and it's going to keep popping back in your face, it's like, what's the point of you trying to run from it? You may as well participate in it. Be an active participant. That's why you're like, all right, let me do my part, Magician, you know. Let me manifest twin too. Shoot. Since this the person that Spirit wants for me, keep putting in my mind, keep making me think about. I can't go a day without, you know, missing. Okay, we got the Star card. Yeah, exactly. Something, again, is destined, is fate. So they're praying about it, and then they're doing their part. So, you know, faith without works is dead, honey. But they're doing their work. So we got Judgment here. All right. Atonement. Okay. Wake up call, reality check. Okay, Judgment Day, which really is every day. So I feel like regardless of whatever happened yesterday, day before that, in the past, 20 years ago, you know, this person gets a new chance every day. We all do. So it's not about the decisions you made yesterday. What decisions are you going to make today? It's not about the knowledge and the wisdom you have. It's about the application of said knowledge and wisdom. Are you going to apply what it is that you know? Okay, so that's what this person is going through right now. That's what they're dealing with. Okay. The Star card, the Page of Swords. All right. So again, praying. I feel like somebody's studying the word. Okay. With the Page of Swords here. I feel like this person is praying and using very specific verses from the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, something. They're using very specific verses or chapters or passages, take it as it applies and resonates, to go like to intertwine with their prayers to make it stronger, if that makes sense. And I know if you know, it does. If you know, you know, and it does make sense. The Eight of Wands. There's communication here. All right. This conversation is going to be amazing. I feel like you're going to have a lot to say. They're going to have a lot to say. It's a ping pong energy. We got the King of Pentacles. All right. Now, King of Pentacles, as y'all know, zaddy. Okay. Go and make sure everything is how it should be. You're not stressed. You're not worried. You're chilling. You're minding your business. You're well provided for. You're taken care of. There's no worries. Okay. That's more than likely why the King of Pentacles is just chilling. I love this King of Pentacles card. Kick back, chilling, relaxing. Okay, so again, person is a nurturer. Okay, and it's not too often that men have nurturing capabilities. So to me, that's amazing. Okay, to each their own though. They're a nurturer. They're sensual. They're sensitive. So, you know, be mindful of that. When I say they're sensitive, okay, because I'm sensitive. And sometimes people hear that and they're like, oh, you too sensitive. I don't even know if you're an empath if you could say something like that. What? Okay. About that. Because when you're younger, you would think, right? That's what people say. Oh, you're so sensitive. You're so sensitive. Now look at what I do for a living. Perhaps I'm meant to be sensitive. Okay. So yeah, you know, this person is very sensitive. They're spiritually inclined. I'll say that. They're spiritually gifted and very much so in tune with source. You understand what I mean? So be mindful of how you treat this person. All right. For multiple reasons. Number one, because of their sensitivity. And if you love them, you wouldn't want to hurt them, right? Because hurting them is going to hurt you. And number two, because you never know who or what they protected by in spiritual realm. Take it from a very spiritually inclined person. Okay? You just don't treat people crazy, number one. But just be mindful of how you treat this one. Okay? I say that. They're very nurturing, like I said. Very sensual, very sensitive. Okay? This person is grounded. They're emotionally intelligent. They're wise. Okay? This person has amazing qualities. All right? And I feel like the two of you are complementary. So either you have the same qualities or, again, whatever they, you know, have mastered and whatever their amazing traits are where you could use some work. And whatever your amazing qualities, characteristics, and traits are, they could use some work, you know, whichever way it goes. But this person wants you to know that they're in your life forever. Because the King of Pentacles, again, this is like, think deeply rooted. Okay, this is somebody that's like, I'm not going nowhere. Speaking of deeply rooted, look, the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like, again, security is important to the King of Pentacles. I'm not investing myself into something just to be doing it. Like, I could be doing something else with my time. You understand? I don't have to sit up here and invest myself into this if this is not going nowhere. If there will never be a return from this, then why would I keep putting my energy into it? Spirit wants for us to be productive, not just spend our days being busy. Busy doing what? Okay? So, again, you have always been and will forever be this person's choice. All right? Okay, Two of Wands. The Nine of Swords. All right. Nine of Swords is anxiety. Okay. So again, suffering and silence. This person feels like you just don't know. And then Hermit. Yeah. So either the Hermit is you when you ghosted, Or the Hermit is how they've been since you have ghosted. Either way, it feels like the energy represents both of you. All right? Because the Hermit stays to oneself. If I'm feeling Nine of Swords, why would I be around a whole bunch of people? Again, you have those people that are not sensitive. What did I say about this masculine? Shout out to this masculine. I freaks with them. Okay? The long way. Because I resonate with this person. You know, when I'm going through things, you going through things, y'all. Why would you want to be in people's faces? There is a saying, right? Misery loves company. Clearly, this is not a miserable person. Because when I'm going through something, I don't need no company. I don't want to spread my misery and my pain around. That's not what I want to do. I want to transmute this into something else, more than likely power. Okay? And then I'll be in people's faces, you know? So it's like that. Like I said, this person is healing and they're having a hard time healing. Like, it's not easy. Okay? It's not, but they're getting it done. Okay? We have the Four of Cups. They're discontent. You know what they're trying to heal from? This separation. This separation that's taking place due to whatever you or they feel is preventing the two of you from coming together. Three of Pentacles is about commitment, teamwork, being on the same page. Okay? Devotion. Justice is about integrity, morals. Okay? So again, it's not that you don't want what they want or vice versa. It's something here about the situation just not aligning with your or their morals. So in the event that someone had a karmic lesson that they were still learning and concluding, or what have you, you know, or someone just wasn't emotionally ready to receive this blessing at the time, whatever it is, there was a reason things were delayed or put on hold. Okay? Temperance is about divine timing. So someone or both of you, like one of you or both of you, had to get yourselves in alignment for this blessing. Okay? King of Swords. Perhaps this person was being way too logical initially. And like I said, this person is sensitive. You know, that could be a side of them that has been dormant for years. Because, again, you know how the world is nowadays. Oh, you're so sensitive. Everybody's so sensitive. Boop, 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 boop. Right. Anyways, right? You know, so maybe they just developed this, like, tough outer layer, you know, to prevent themselves from being hurt or disappointed with the way that people would treat them and make them feel. And then in comes you, and this connection is something that they can't deny. And you being so sensitive and vulnerable and open have helped them do that, you know? And so there you go. That's what twins do. It's like you help them tap back into their sensitivities, right? But because you were so sensitive and this person at the time could have made it seem to you like they were pushing you away or like you were doing too much, now you are more of the Queen of Swords. You get what I'm saying? The Queen of Wands. It's like you guys kind of, I don't want to say reverse, but like flip. So let's say you had the energy of the Pentacle and the Cup. You helped them with that, and they helped you with the energy of the Wand and the Sword. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like Spirit doesn't want your heart to turn cold, though, or turn to stone. Like, keep it flesh. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of you are having a good time or easy time right now with this healing, okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now. Yeah, we got the High Priestess and the Magician. You guys are just, I mean, duh, though. You're twin souls. You're meant to be. You're complementary in every way, y'all. Okay? I'm sorry. Every time I hear y'all now, I just want to bust out laughing because my 3-year-old is now all of a sudden saying y'all, and I think it is just the funniest thing in the world. You know? Considering he's Texas native, you know what I'm saying? I think it is just the funniest thing in the world. He like, yeah, such and such, y'all. It'd be so funny to me. But I don't know, y'all. It'd be so funny, okay? Like, where'd you get this y'all from? All right. Where did you get that? All right, the Fool and the 7 of Wands. All right, 3 of Pentacles. So again, you know, communication is key. Yes, that's true. However, comprehension gets you through the door. All right, because I can communicate all day long, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, what difference would it make what I'm communicating? You understand? That part wouldn't even matter. So again, communication is key, but comprehension gets you through the door. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and devotion. Again, commitment. So this person wants to show you that they're committed, that they want what you want, that they want to work on this together. Okay. You see they're weaving tapestry here on this card. It takes, you know, more than one of them to get this job done. Of course, one person could do it, but you see they're all working on it together. It gets done, you know, quicker, sooner, effortlessly, things like that. I'm gonna come to you. I speak truth. I bear soul, because the reality of the situation is these people that told me I was too sensitive before, you know, speaking as masculine right now, these people that told me I was too sensitive before, they were not able to handle me. They were not deserving. My divine counterpart, my feminine, oh, she's going to embrace that. She's going to embrace me. So I'm going to come to her and I'm going to bear soul. That's where they're coming from. With that Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I'm going to just, you know, I'm going to go for it. As they should, though. Because their true divine feminine is going to receive them well. All right. Got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Two of Pentacles. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, they want to restore balance. Okay. Hierophant is about commitment and marriage. Okay. And mind you, this person wants commitment. They already said that. They want to be devoted to this. They want to invest into this over time and see what it develops into. It will develop into a marriage. A happy, prosperous marriage. A healthy marriage. Okay. Eight of Cups is emotional withdrawal and detachment. Again, somebody walked away at this time, i.e. you. Example being you. All right, you walked away because you felt like the two of you were on two different pages. Or you felt like the challenges were just too much. Like you just, if you tried to fix it, it just seemed like it got worse. You tried to clear the air. It seemed like there was more misunderstanding. You're just like, I'm just, okay. Again, some of you could have felt like you were doing a lot and the person just wasn't meeting you in return. If there was a third party, that could have been why. Like, I'm over here with this person, you know. Some of you could have felt like that was being thrown in your face. Again, you know, you want me here so that you can throw karmic in my face. You can just be with karmic. I don't have to be present for this, okay? I don't have to be present for this, all right? So Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, again. Harmony, balance, okay? So that's what they want to invest. They want to invest into restoring harmony and balance in the connection. I feel like they're emotionally withdrawing and detaching from certain things and people, okay, that don't mean them any good, okay, that they can't be themselves around, that they can't be sensitive with, that they can't be vulnerable in front of, okay, they're walking away from those type of people, all right, the Knight of Swords, and they're coming towards you quickly, all right, it's like they got a plan together. Once the plan is together, then they execute said plan, all right. What is the plan? Bare soul. It's like, it might not sound like it's much to it, but it's a lot that goes into it, okay? What's the plan? Bare soul, okay? Come to feminine and bare soul, okay? We have the Emperor, and it's clarifying the Magician, okay? So the Emperor and the Magician, Ten of Wands is overwhelmed. Stress, difficulty, okay? So it's like this person is doing everything in their power to manifest you, but again, there's still challenges and things that come up, okay? So this is why I feel like they're praying and they're in their word, doing whatever they can to like amplify what it is that they're attempting to do on their own. You see, because it's just, it's difficult, all right? We have the Tower. I feel like the reason it's so difficult is because whoever I'm talking to, you're spiritually protected. So they don't just let any old energy get through. You get what I'm saying? Doesn't matter who it is. Yeah, this is your divine counterpart, but did you welcome the energy? Because if you're in the space of Eight of Cups, turning my back, I'm done, the energy can't just penetrate your aura. That's not how that works. And then you show up as the High Priestess, so you're very much so aware of who's doing what and when. So it's almost like you'll be bothered when you want to be bothered. And if you don't want to be bothered, then the energy cannot penetrate your aura. You're aware of it, but it's just not going to have the effect that they want it to have. Okay. We have the Star card, the Page of Swords. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. So they're praying, y'all. They're praying. They can come towards you. They can tell you how they feel. They can tell you what they've been going through. Page of Cups for some of you is apology. Apology for not having moved my feet sooner. It's always just been wishful thinking. What I want to happen, what could happen, what should happen, but me not actually taking the steps to make it happen. Whether it was me being intimidated by whatever seemed like an obstacle or a challenge at the time, instead of just facing those things head on, because the reality of the situation is, as an emperor, I'm going to have to make some moves. I'm going to have to call some tough calls. You know, it is what it is. That's just what I have to do as the emperor. Not everybody's going to understand my decision, but I don't need them to. I'm moving based on what spirit is telling me to do. You know, I'm allowing spirit to mark my footsteps. That's what I'm feeling here. So they apologize, but it's like they just had to wait on the guidance from spirit. They weren't going to bust a move until spirit told them. And I appreciate that, you know. I could appreciate that. Don't be out here messing with my feminine for no reason, unless you know that's really what you want, what you're going to be committed to, you know, that type of thing. Don't just be bothering them now, okay? So they're 9 of Cups. They're sure that you are their heart's desires and wish fulfillment. They're sure about that. Right now you have this guard up with them. Again, you know, your integrity, your morals. That's what we're talking about here, okay? You're not about to push those things aside for anyone, twin or no twin, you know? So it's like, I do feel something has ended here. If they had a karmic cycle, they ended it. Maybe you had the boundary up until they ended it. Because you know that so as long as you entertain your twin while they're in a karmic relationship, like, here's the thing, guys. You can talk to them. You can talk to them. That's fine. Soon as the conversations start doing too much, that's where you start welcoming karma into your life. So what is the point of that? Because now you're delaying your union and you're bringing more karma into your life. What is the point of that? So I feel like that's why you walked away. Okay, that's why you emotionally withdrew. That's why you put a boundary up. But they are sure that you're what their heart desires. So they're going to pursue, like, actively. It's not a, oh, you know, this is what I want to do, and one day I'm going to do it. No, they're going to actively pursue. So they're going to make an attempt. That doesn't work. Okay, cool. They're going to make an attempt. That doesn't work. Okay, cool. Make an attempt. That works. Cool. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be consistent with my efforts. Remember that? As we said earlier. Okay, we have, you are mine. All right, they ain't playing with you. All right. Says, we are meant for each other. There's no one else in the world who could ever replace you. We were made to be together. We're destined. I'm yours and you are mine. We have done this before and we will do it again. Child, they ain't playing with you. They ain't even halfway playing with you. Okay? They said, you are mine, honey. I ain't never met nobody like you, and I ain't never gonna meet nobody like you again. And nope, nobody else can have it. It's my blessing. It says, you are unique and special, and I have never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to things that I have never known were possible. I'm so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened my heart to the truth, and I'm very grateful for all the lessons that we both are learning now. Okay? Both learning a lot of lessons that keeps coming up. All right, for the twins, they want you to let go of fear. All right, let go of fear. You are safe with me. I have no fear of making mistakes. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. There are no mistakes on this journey, only soul lessons. Everything happens for a reason. It's safe to be vulnerable with me. Speaking of soul lessons, if you want to book one of those, you know, that's available as well over on my website. Soul lesson, to see what you're currently going through, what it is your higher self wants you to know, how you can navigate through your current circumstance. Okay? Yeah, I feel this one, so I'm going to pick it up. But these fail. See, karmic battles. I knew it. Karmic battles and thinking. Okay. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Then we have justice. So even if this wasn't a representation of you putting your boundary up, which it is right now, it's a representation of them and how tired they are. Let's not forget the 10 of Wands. They're exhausted because of whatever karmic battles they've been going through. Okay. It says, I am releasing what no longer serves me. Please be patient with my process of growth and change as I come into my power. I'm making sure that everything is in alignment so I can be with you. I'm severing my ties with karmic situation and completing a cycle. Okay? Can't make this up, y'all. Cannot make this up. Okay? We have, I'm thinking about you at this moment. Thoughts of you never leave my mind, no matter where I go. The songs I'm hearing remind me of you. It makes me more vulnerable, and I think about you even more. Okay, so again, with the songs, all right, you and your person may really enjoy music. You may be Blu-ray energies. All right, Blu-rays often communicate a lot through music. Okay, because we are so sensitive, it's easier for us to express ourselves through art. Okay, so one of the ways that we like to express ourselves is through music. Okay, so we have new beginnings. All right, I'm ready to start again. I have realized what I was missing in my life, and that is you. This new love has given me a fresh perspective and changed who I am. There's no going back, only forward. When I met you, I never looked back. I want to have a fresh start with you, okay? A fresh new start with you. So yeah, this person just looks forward towards new things, new beginnings, fresh energy. They're letting go of whatever no longer serves them, whatever doesn't resonate with their spirit. They want who they want what they want with that person, and they're not settling. Excuse me. Promise. It says, I want to make a commitment. I wish you knew just how special you are to me. It kills me not to be able to tell you. You amaze me with your compassion and kindness through this time apart. Remember I said that earlier with admire. I promise I will make things right between us. Okay. Person has great intentions. Let's see what they do with it. Okay. They have great intentions. Let's see what they do with it. I want to pick one of these. That was the whole point of me grabbing them, so I could pick one. But we'll see how that goes. All right. I just wanted to pick one, but we'll see how that goes. All right. Only time will tell. That's the one. Only time will tell. All right. Only time will tell. That's the one for this. It says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. What did I say? That's how both of y'all feel. So you was like, look, something is beyond my control. I accepted it. It is what it is. I'm walking away. But they cannot accept you walking away. That is not what they want. They want you in their life, and they know how they want you in their life. So they're going to fight for it. All right. So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. This was your reading or you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.